waking up to a brand new day. Joefer's got a smile, chasing clouds away, leaving cranky days behind, feeling so alive.
Hey y'all, Joefer here, the cranky old gay guy. I am just heading out. Ooh, lots of traffic this morning. It is a toasty 30 degrees this morning, and I am choosing my attitude carefully. I am just so relieved to hear that plane crash that was over DC, that it was all, we found out why and what happened, and evidently it's because of DEI. Yeah. That's what the orange clown is saying. And we got to believe him because he's our dear leader, right? Not. What I'm doing is I am choosing my attitude today. And I know it sounds kind of gruff and grumpy, but in reality, I'm going to choose happiness. Happiness. That's right, happiness. Okay, I just turned on the blower because it's freezing in here, so you're going to have to put up with a little bit of noise. I, this morning, was walking the dog out on the ice. Yes, the streets aren't ice, they're slippery, but they're not necessarily ice. It's more like black ice or frosty ice, something like that. Anyway, I listened to the latest episode of an older gay guy show hosted by Joey Hernandez. And he went through like 14 points that he's learned from growing old. Not taking things too seriously, letting things go, not always having to be right, that kind of stuff. He made some good points. And then afterwards, he talked about choosing to be happy. And what's interesting is that this morning, as I was eating, I was thinking about my attitude for today and how I was going to choose to be happy. So, is that serendipity? I don't know. That I just happened to listen to his podcast and he was saying something very similar. But that's what I'm choosing to do today. I will not be watching the news intentionally. You might hear something in passing on the radio or in someone's car or whatever. But I am instead... I did turn on a podcast just before I started this called Dumb Gay Politics, which is two comedians talking. But they're pretty riled up right now, and I don't need to go there. So I shut them down, shut it off. That would be, the podcast is called Dumb Gay Podcast. I think it's called the Dumb Gay Podcast, but it's all about treating politics. They talk about politics as if it was a reality show, because these ladies used to host a show called, it was on Bravo. I never watched it, but it was like a Bravo after show where they would then talk about what happened on that episode. I don't know. I've never been into Bravo programming, but I know they talk about it a lot, so that's where they're from. So anyway, happiness. Whew. Well, what have we got to be happy for today? That squeak in my car, that is the back air fin. It is stripped, so I can't tighten it. And that's what the squeak is, if you hear it. That would be windshield wipers. I was just getting off the dew. And things to be happy about. It's sunny. However, I will be in a basement most of the day, so that might not really check with the happiness component here. What else? I don't think I've gotten heavier this week, so that's a plus. I've only gone to the gym once in a week, this last week, and that's a negative. But the fact that I didn't get fat over it, that's okay. Happy. I'm glad that people knew I did a live stream. I didn't announce it. That's why I didn't have anyone really in the room. There were 2 people. The next time I do it, I will invite everyone in advance, and that will be coming up It's going to be on a weekend because I want to make sure people are available to actually tune in if they want to. It'll be something like 10 a.m. Pacific on some Saturday. I don't know which one yet. If it's going to be this week, it might be. You never know. I have other plans this weekend. I need to shore those up before I make any announcements. But it'll just be a casual conversation between me and whoever's in the chat room. And the chat room opens when I post the video. I think you would comment on it just like you normally would. I think that's how it works. I'll look into it and I'll get back to you on that. I say that a lot, but I got a lot of things to look into, you know. And this is just me babbling because I don't want to get political today. That's all. And I haven't researched any things that are particularly geared towards cranky old gay guys. Although there's a lot of things that are geared towards cranky old gay guys. In fact, they're geared towards just cranky old guys in general. Prostate issues, but we've covered that. I don't need to talk about that again. Hobbies? What are your hobbies? That's a good question. As a senior gay man, what hobbies do you have? Mine is this channel. Art. I don't read nearly enough. I've got books I still need to finish. I did read one. It was a very short book I bought online last week, and it was an ebook, so it came instantly, and it didn't take long to read at all. I am really shocked that they actually called it a book, because it turned out to be 67 pages. So that was kind of a money loser. It wasn't even a good short story. It was about how this guy is publishing books for other people, and he's making all this money, and it's like, I don't care about that. He was saying how he's publishing books in an hour without using AI to generate the book. He's writing the whole book in an hour, and I'm thinking, well, I've got a lot of ideas up here, and it takes me a whole lot longer than an hour to put them all down on paper. And I will give you the secret to his book right now. It's the 1 hour book formula, I think is what the whole thing is called. And if you see his ad on Facebook, that's what sucked me in. It's like $10 or something, or it's like $99, and then they want you to join a monthly $199 a month fee or something, and it's like, forget that. So I just searched the book name on Amazon and on Etsy, and it cost me $4.90. And this book, again, it couldn't find it on Etsy because it's just an ebook, even though it shows that it's a paperback book. It's not. What he does is he interviews people. He'll say, I will write your book for X amount of money, and I'll get it published, and you'll have a book published in a week. So he'll sit down or do it via Zoom for 1 hour, and he will interview you. And he's recording the whole thing. He will then send that interview audio off to an online service. It's pretty much an instant service, I think. And all it's doing is transcribing the audio into written form. And then he puts the written form into ChatGPT and says, this is the story, tighten it up, correct punctuation, get rid of the ums, the ahs, and the pauses. And then ChatGPT spits something out. He reviews it, makes any changes he wants to make. Maybe this ChatGPT you can't rely on it 100% because it does things that aren't the norm. And then he uploads that to Amazon as a book format. He doesn't do it. He tells you to go on Fiverr and have it formatted into the format that Amazon wants. And then he'll also say go on Fiverr or go into Canvas Pro and create a book cover, and you put all that together. So for less than $20, I don't know why people always refer to Fiverr and say you can get your book edited for $5, or you can get book covers for $5, or you can get a book written as a ghostwriter for $20. Well, that's BS, because I've been on Fiverr. I looked at Fiverr. And in fact, I got when I did my book, I auditioned voiceover actresses, and I got them all from Fiverr. And none of them are $5 or $20 or anything like that. You pay money up front or you share profits. And I went the share profit route because I didn't have any money up front to pay an actress. But it wasn't an instant thing. I mean, I had a lot of entries, and I had to listen to audition tapes and go through them and see what I wanted, and I had to talk to someone and say, can you re-record it this way and this way? So it wasn't this super quick thing. And if you're gonna have someone write a book for you on Fiverr and you're gonna pay them $5 or $20, your book is gonna be crap. And it's the same with book covers, because they're not designing them themselves either. What most of them are doing are taking what you want and they are plugging it into an AI program now, which creates the image that they're going to give you. And I need to back up a bit here, because that's not where I want to be. And that's what you're going to get when you go the cheap route. It's not something that I would recommend. And as far as the book goes, I ordered the book because I wanted to know if there was some speedy way that I could get everything that I've got up here that I'm writing down, if I could put that into something and get everything pre-formatted and make it sound better. But this book did not answer that question. So was it a waste of $4.90? Education is important. So I guess I was willing to spend $4.90 to be educated on this and not fall for the Facebook ad, which was super expensive, and then feel ripped off. Also, he was stating how he's published all of these books, and then he stated that he's published 8 books since August, and 5 of those were for other people, and he got $5,000 a piece to publish each one of those. Well, I'm not going to knock someone for paying money to get a book published. I mean, I understand that. It would seem that if it's just based on an interview with you and it's all just the transcripts, that's something you could do yourself and save $5,000. But I'm not knocking that. That's just the way it is. $4.90, yeah, it was probably worth it. Will it help me in getting my next book out? Probably not. I will not rely on Fiverr. I do the book cover myself. I want full creative authority on that. The formatting, it would be great if I could have someone else format the book, but in my mind, I know how I want it formatted, so no, I'm gonna have to do that myself. And if you run it through a Word document, it's not difficult to format a book. Save it as a PDF. That way there'll be no changes when you download it or upload it to Kindle, if you're doing a self-publishing thing. And again, if you paid $5,000 to have your book published, it's published on Amazon, so it wouldn't have cost you anything to do this yourself other than doing it. There's that. And my clock is ticking, so I need to go. And again, I got on this subject because it's not political. And again, I want to be happy today. So you stay happy as well. And I wish you all the best Tuesdays in the world. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Waking up to a brand new day. Joefer's got a smile, chasing clouds away. Leaving cranky days behind, feeling so alive. Choosing happiness today, oh what a ride. Walking through the city, head held high. Joefer spreading joy, reaching for the sky. With a heart full of laughter and a twinkle challenge with a laugh and a grin.